Hello everyone, my name is TheiPadCat and welcome to a sort of different video from what I usually do. As you can probably hear, this is not scripted, hence why there is going to be a lot of and hesitating and stuff in this video. So I've just watched The Last of Us Part 2 panel, but you already saw that in the thumbnail, the title, the description and anything. So let's just get right down to business. I took notes of all the stuff that was new, exciting, and, well, confirmed. All that stuff, all that good stuff. So let's just get right into it. At the start of the panel, very close to the start at least, Neil discusses with the host and his co-writer, Hallie, I think her name is, and he basically confirms, or he does confirm, that somebody is or was at some point during the story pregnant, and this was basically thanks to Hallie in some sort of way when she started to come in at the entire production and stuff on the story, and she just wanted to take a look at it. I guess that's how I interpreted it. So it was thanks to her, but we get no idea of who this is, who is pregnant or was pregnant. But my thoughts instantly raised to the American Daughters poster at the end of Uncharted 4. But there is no more info than that, so I'm not going to go into that right now. I don't want to just ramble over the entirety of this video, so let's just move on. So yeah, Hannah Hart, the host, as I just mentioned, she also asked about the military, the Fireflies, and all of that stuff, the old factions, the things from the old game, but more specifically the old factions. And Neil confirmed that both the military and the Fireflies will be in part 2 in some shape or form. Now we don't know how they will be in the second game, but they will be there. And that makes me really happy because I just made an entire video on the military in part 2, which I guess now is kind of useless. You could still watch it though, and I would really appreciate it if you did. I put a lot of work into it. It's basically a theory of the ways, or the possible ways the military could return in the second game, and you can watch it by clicking the little exclamation mark up there in the corner. Anyways, at the start of the panel, Ellie and Joel sing a song together. Yeah, Joel actually caved to that pressure now that I think of it. Ellie really wanted him to sing in the first game when they were at university, I think, and he just said no way. But apparently he has a different opinion of it now in the second game, where I guess you could say Joel and Ellie sang, but it was basically Ashley and Troy. It was no new trailer or anything. Keep your shirt on. But the song was pretty interesting. Or some elements of it were about a child, I guess, or somebody who's trying to find their parent or their father, and Hannah Hart immediately asked Neil after the performance if this was referring to Anna or Ellie's mom, but Neil just kind of deflected that question and said it's up to the fans if they want to take it literally or metaphorically, so I guess there's gonna be wild speculation about that. Anyways, I don't really have any thoughts about it. I continue to not think that the mystery woman is Ellie's mom, but that's a whole another video, so let's just not get into that. Here's a really exciting one. At the very end of the panel, Neil actually confirms, he says, he estimates that Naughty Dog is about 50 to 60% into the production of the game. So that basically tells us they're around halfway, which makes me really happy because I thought they were around somewhere the 1/4 mark, which, well, yeah, that's just, if you get into the release date speculation, I still think it's going to release in 2019, which basically most people seem to think. I think just this thing about 50 to 60% done just reaffirms that. But maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll get to see it at the end of 2018. Very unlikely, but still not impossible. Yeah, and speaking about 2018, there is also a confirmation that we will get to see gameplay, or at least the game in action, on E3 2018, and this is gonna get a lot of people excited. I can just imagine. I was so excited when I heard this the first time. So Hannah Hart actually got to see the game, and I guess that's what we're going to see at E3, because that was what they were discussing at the very end of the panel. So yeah, that's gonna be exciting to look forward to, or exciting to see in 2018. I don't know if you could be excited to look forward to something that's pretty stupid. Anyways, stop rambling, you idiot. There was also some discussion about the new characters from the Paris Games Week trailer, i.e. the Mystery Woman, Lev, and Yara. We don't get to know that much. We actually get to know that Lev is 13 years old and Yara is 16, which is way younger than I thought both of them were. But, well, I guess they're really young. Yeah, and they're siblings, but we basically knew that. And the Mystery Woman, we don't get to know that much, but we know now that she is a member, she is or was a member of an opposing faction to this religious cult, which is now also confirmed that it is a religious cult by Neil Druckmann, and that Yara and Lev are or were a part of this cult, but something made them want to oppose it, but we don't know what. What's also basically confirmed, it's already basically confirmed, but they confirmed it, that the Reddit detectives, as Neil put it, were right in their assumption to say that Seattle is going to be the arena of the game. He actually says that a major part, or most of the game, is going to take place in Seattle. So I don't really know how I feel about that, but that can be another video. This is just going to be about what's confirmed then. Yeah, and they also kind of discussed how it relates to part 1, and that this is not going to be a game where Naughty Dog kind of does a fan service to everybody who likes it, or like the first one. Naughty Dog is going to make a game that they want to make, and if that's not a game that's similar to part 1, then so be it. And if you're worried about that, I kind of was worried initially, but that has been Naughty Dog's strategy all along with all the Uncharted games and The Last of Us as well. So I think it's not something to be worried about, since Naughty Dog always nails their games regardless of what they're doing, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. Even if Neil said some people who didn't like, or who liked the first one, aren't gonna like the second one, I still don't think you need to be worried about that. So, the final thing, I guess, is that Neil confirmed also, when Hannah Hart are asked about these two really big fan theories about Anna and Joel is dead, or that the Mystery Woman is Anna and Joel is dead. He kind of talked about the Joel is dead thing and said that nobody in the Last of Us universe is safe, not even Joel or Ellie, which kind of surprised me and made me worried, but mostly surprised me because Naughty Dog has never killed off a main character unless it's a villain, but never. Not like Nate, Sam Drake, Elena, Sully, all those big characters from Uncharted. They haven't been killed off, is what I'm trying to say. So it really kind of surprised me and worries me that, well, our beloved Joel and Ellie doesn't walk safe in part 2. But that's it. If you want to, I would really appreciate it. You could check out some of my other videos. I have a series that's called 5 Minutes of tlou, which basically goes into detail into, well, everything The Last of Us. I'll provide a link to that in the description or something. And until next time, have a good day.